Again, I have a little bit of fun this time. Anyway, we're using the spectrum analyzer, and we've got it hooked up. And we've got it very shabbily hooked up, by the way, to a wire antenna. And we're going to do something that has been done many times before. And that is essentially, we are going to turn spectrum analyzer into the world's most expensive AM radio. Probably what, $13,000-$14,000 radio. So here we go. We have the input, the N-type connector, just to a wire antenna, and we have these very cheap speakers wired to the back here with the video out. So we'll turn it on, and we're getting a beep. And what we will do, and I'll guide you through this, it'll be a lot of fun. We're going to look for some AM stations. We'll change the span to 1 megahertz. We're then going to change the frequency to, let's see, 665 kilohertz. Okay. Let's see. We'll adjust the amplitude from logarithmic to linear. And then we're going to turn that down into the microvolt range. Now you can see we're getting a bunch of nonsense here. So let's see what we can find. Let me see. What might be a good candidate? I think this guy might, actually. So we'll do a peak search. Alright. Change to 0 span. Let's see. Okay. What are we doing wrong? Back again, and I've managed to find something which you can see is that's the carrier, and the side bands are of course on the side. We're running this thing at a megahertz span and a bandwidth of a resolution bandwidth of 10 kilohertz. Let's try to adjust this a little bit better. And here's where the magic happens. We center the carrier, place it on 0 span.
I was just thinking that all this, I I watch a lot of Portland games, and I think he reminds me kind of Carmelo and Ethan.
And there you go.
You know, they're not like Kobe or even like Steph Curry.
And that's 116.9 kilohertz.
You need 10 points. You know, none of those guys, you're giving it to Kobe still today, or you're giving it to the only one I can think of now, you're giving it to Steph Curry. You know, you give it to Durant. You're not giving it to those guys I just mentioned. So, and those two guys, if I recall, those are the last three big names who went through LA and went signed. So, I think that has a lot to do with it, because they want to be the one to get that shot to hit. You know, and you see what happens when
So,
they get it. You know,
there it is.
LeBron, the so-called best player,
Turning a expensive piece of very complicated equipment into a $5 AM radio. And of course, this is kind of explaining the concept of Heterodyne and Fourier. So anybody who really wants to understand this, go read Fourier's equations for Fourier transform, transforming time domain into frequency domain, and back and forth again, the inverse function, anti-function of that. Essentially what this is doing is at a zero span, it's turning the spectrum analyzer from a frequency domain device into a time domain device, which means it kind of becomes an oscilloscope. And then I'm just routing that signal to the speakers, and of course it's detected, and you've got an AM radio. So, hope you enjoyed that. You can see the thing is working. And take care, guys. Bye.